again, are the key words. And this is a young Washington Wizards team. No Bradley Beal, sidelined due to hamstring tightness as he went out in that game last night. Ayton goes to the quick pull-up, and that waited again for another 4 weeks with that groin strain.
And Monty Williams talked about it before the game, saying you do not like to see an injury like that, especially on somebody like Devin Booker. But even last night, talking about the opportunity for the bench to really step up and get some experience.
That pocket pass a little low, getting away from Ayton. Monty Morris able to scoop it up, goes on the run, and quickly pushes up the floor. Unable to control it with 4 other Washington Wizard bodies surrounding him.
Well, and you see how the Suns really got back on defense. They had 4 guys back.
Landale far about 3, knocked down a couple last night. Here's Bridges to the mid-range game. That rebound falls into the hands of Gafford. Here's Morris, speedy guard, drops it off to Porzingis, streaking.
And right now, Phoenix kind of turning away a few shots that they bypassed.
Yeah, difference in the back-to-back. Washington was here. As I said, we didn't arrive until about 3:30 at the hotel, and by the time Morris trying to be jammed up there by Bridges. Nice job of denying him the lane. Deep 3 coming from Kuzma. And he is showing that right this year, Annie. Almost 22 points and finally able to force a miss. Kuzma gets the steal, sets up Paul for the 3-point look. That one no. Long rebound, Morris. They've got numbers up ahead. Nice look. Memphis got out by an 8-point lead last night, but the Suns recovered quickly. And then to your point, Annie, really went in lockdown mode defensively. It's a nice jump hook there from Ayton in the paint. With Porzingis, Lee on the drive and kick. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Bridges able to get past Taj Gibson. Nice passing here by this group. Lee with a tough floater and gets the bounce.
And that's
long. Torrey double figures last night as well. Back-to-back games in double figures for Craig. Porzingis puts it on the deck. Drops it off inside to Gibson for the easy 2.
Yeah, he really brought great energy.
Win. 116-111, the final in that one is Washington Jr. lost the handle, goes on the attack, somehow able to control it. Game and shot clock. Right, working off the screen, finds the cutting Kuzma with a spin inside.
This is just incredible, so thanks for having me.
So let's talk about the book. And first off, when did you clearly have a love and a passion for basketball? And this is a team and an organization.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot, about just how spread out the game was, and I really thought that in the last 8 years in particular, it's been so different. And to me, that was really the impetus. I felt like there's a lot written about three-pointers, doing even 15 years ago, and that's really what the last 8 years have been about. You know, taking this thing and turning it into a chaos engine that makes it easier to get layups, as we see Corey Kispert do right there. In some ways, they started their plays in the backcourt. I mean, one of the great things...
As Kispert misfires on the long 3. But he's clearly an integral part to Wes Unsel's bench rotation. Landale takes a crack at the triple and likes the end result. For Jock Landale, and you just love the confident stroke that he's firing with.
And that's Washington missing the shot. The Suns coming up with a defensive rebound. They came down and did a nice job on the offensive end.
Hachimura able to muscle his way inside over Bridges. Ayton calls for it, but gets pushed out of the box. Now he's able to reset on that baseline turnaround, gets the bounce.
Yeah, he wanted a foul, didn't get it, but himself down around that circle.
Ayton with 10 points. Hachimura again posting up here on Bridges. Suns playing in that zone defense now the last couple of possessions. Kristaps Porzingis left all alone, and he makes a trailing DA. Goes to the jump stop and able to knock Landale, who took a look at the 3-point shot, then dropped it off the Bridges. And his patience paid off in waiting for Ayton. Here's Abdi on the baseline. Porzingis.
His offensive miss.
Hachimura misfires on that one. His first miss of the night. Ayton's got it, running the break. DA with a spin down inside. Go to the long jump hook and give it. But Abdi there to track it down. Hachimura will take his time, but Kuzma will not as he fired the long 3. Gafford on the follow. He gets tangled up, throws up a prayer, and get it in.
knocking them down.
Morris on the drive, drops it off to the slashing up Dia, but throws it into traffic, right into the hands of Bridges. Washington behind the stripe, lets it fly, and down it goes. Advantage scoring-wise in favor of Washington in the paint against the Suns.
Yeah, +4 on the offensive boards for Washington, too.
Suns will start this quarter
into the free throw line very much. And that's one thing you'd like to see the Suns kind of control that part of it.
Bridges got the steal, looks down low for Ayton. Leaves Chris Paul all alone, wide open three. Cash. Morris already 6 rebounds tonight. He's out rebounded anybody on the Suns. Suns able to redirect that. The slashing Bridges to the rack. Porzingis on the post up. Throw it away. Ayton there to recover. Off to Bridges.
Suns have done a nice job defensively on Porzingis off the switches.
Bridges on the drive, drops it off inside to Ayton. Good drop. That's where if you're in rehab, those days can be kind of long and dark.
Yeah, but with this team though too, with the kind of injuries they have been out on the court, as you just said, and so they're interacting at the hotel, on the airplane, and in the locker room.
Chris Kogi there to strip it away into the hands of CP3. Kogi trailing, explodes inside, too many hands as he tried to feed it to Ayton. Dia drives it up the floor to Morris behind the stripe, and Morris but I did. Hachimura getting ready to check in. Suns will be on high alert with him. Paul, tough floater, got it. High the stripe, thought about the long two. Porzingis backs it out, now 5 on a shot clock. Kispert rolls inside. He runs into double team traffic. Got Dia. Shot clock winding down. Up from 3 on the season. Gets the prayer answered over Damian Lee's extended hand defensively. Torrey Craig trying to answer, and he does. First buck.
Kind of put things together.
And snapped that 10-game losing streak in Phoenix last week. They've won 3 of the last 4, coming off of maybe the biggest win of the season last night. Gibson. What a shots. And going in here for the Wizards.
DA played really good defense too.
Without fouling. Paul takes the screen, fires the triple, cash it in. 16 of his 24 in the second. We're in the 2-man game, gets the screen. Gibson flashing out defensively. Damian Lee straight away, and a D for the Wizards. Paul draws a double team. Big man rolls. Bridges steps right into the quick 3. Torrey Craig with the offensive rebound. Gets it out to Dwayne Washington Jr. On the drive inside with the floater. No. Ayton flies across for the offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. He's knocked down his 7th 3 this season. 29 for the game. Lee, step back 3 on the way. Too strong. Long rebound. Out to Ayton. Fires to the wing for Chris Paul, who rips it from
this game.
The Suns got 4 threes there in the 3rd quarter. They got 13 now on the night. 46% from beyond the arc. Dia on the drive. Off balance runner. Well, they're going to need to get some consecutive stops now. Hachimura with the right hand off the screen with a jump stop. Tough turnaround. Got it. Boy, he's had 29 minutes. Porzingis hands it to Paul. Suns on the push. Paul. Stop, hesitation, fires the triple, no. Ayton inside with a tip in.
Down, getting an easy basket. Ayton right underneath for the offensive glass.
Suns have forced 13 Washington turnover. Porzingis fires the quick 3. Right there, just emblematic of what Monty said, is he could just flick it from anywhere on the floor. Paul on the drive inside, floating across the paint, no. Another Washington on a reset, working baseline. Tries to bull his way inside. Porzingis able to poke it away. Ayton gets it back. Porzingis with another piece of it. Torrey Craig gets the 5. That's just me, though. Got Dia way outside, working on the mismatch against CP3. Kuzma makes the extra pass to Morris. Morris steps in for the mid-range. Got it. 9 points. Kuzma trying to add to his 22-point nights. Can't, but he feeds Porzingis. The NBA when you're playing well, but when you compound the situation by digging that 19-point hole, and I know how quickly 19 points can be erased because of the 3-point shot, but